I've been waiting to play this, by the way. This game is so fucking peak. Hello there, production NW, and it was not very nice to talk to you again after so fucking long since we've last talked to each other. Anyways, we're back to playing the best video game of all time, known as Lost Judgment. As we remember from last time, or I remember from last time, we're basically dealing with this bullying case in this school. Being the detectives we are, we have to prevent this bullying case from continuing before it gets worse for the poor little girl who let me see, what's her name again? Wait, we can't. Never mind. We'll find out again. I forgot the poor victim's name. Anyways, let's continue this absolute gorgeous game. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, I noticed something. Let me fix this real quick. Why is there not coming any sound from the game itself? That is weird. Let me fix that. Let me fix this real quick because this is annoying. There we go. Sorry about that. We got it fixed. There we go. Anyways, it's time for peak gaming. Let me just put this in here. Oh yeah, I was named or mentioned on a different person's stream, or probably Yakuza YouTuber's stream, this is the second time this has happened from my entire life. I'm so goddamn proud of myself. I'm so damn proud of myself because the first time it happened when Takayuki Yakami's English voice actor, aka Greg Chun, did not understand my fucking Phoenix Wright reference I made. Those are stepladders, Valdemar. I look back on that with pride. I'm proud. I'm proud of it. He didn't get my Phoenix Wright reference. I think he took me to it literally, but yo, it is what it is. Anyways, we're out here skateboarding, as usual. Fuck! Never mind. Okay, let's continue this beautiful, beautiful game. Yeah, shock expression, yes. Peak fiction. Honestly, I'm actually starting to enjoy more the fact that I'm replaying this game. Because I might appreciate the story even more because this is my favorite game of all time. But I just hope I'm not just playing it or enjoying it just because it has a lot of good Yakuza with objection, objection, objection. I don't know how fucking good I am. Hold it, hold it. Am I good at doing that voice? Like Phoenix Wright, or like objection, objection, objection. I've actually been practicing doing that for some time.
Oh man, you almost got arrested and put on the sex offender list.
That
There's
is
no
not
way I'd screw things
funny.
up that bad.
I fucking spoke
In all
calling myself.
seriousness,
Fuck.
those bullies got what was coming. I kind of wish you messed them up worse. That way, they'd never bother Koda-san again.
Yeah, but that wouldn't really solve the problem. Not everything can be settled with a fight.
Yeah.
Wow, look who's talking.
But that's where those speakers come into play, isn't it?
Yeah, if everything goes as expected.
Hey, you did everything you could, right? So we'll see what tomorrow has in store.
Exactly. Let's sleep right next. Let's rest on the couch. Move your ass, Kaito-san. I'm sleeping here, boy. Alright, is the stream fine, by the way? I think I got the audio fixed. So, is the stream fine? Oh yeah, with the game, summer game fest yesterday, I was so excited. I could not scream yesterday because I did not want to make out my parents. But oh my god, a new Scott Pilgrim game made by the original developers from the first game, and with Anna Managuchi and Brian Lee O'Malley and the director of Scott Pilgrim Takes Off involved. That is hype. That's fucking hype. Oh my god, I am excited. Time to go to Syria High and put an end to the bullying. I mean, you can't stop it entirely, but like, yeah. New school appears completely go. Exactly. New Scott Pilgrim. That sounds like a fucking insect. The way you spelled that, BTH. That sounds like an insect or something like that. I need it! Well, you gotta wait until 2026. But hey, this new Sonic Crossroads game Sonic Racing Crossroads game looks fucking awesome though. We got of course Sonic, we got fucking Joker from Persona 5, and then Ichiban Kasuga from Yakuza 7, and Infinite Wealth, and then we got Hatsune Miku, and Minecraft, and SpongeBob too! SpongeBob is also in the game due to a leak. Yakuza, Persona, and SpongeBob! I was going to say... yeah, same. Full, bro. Full HUD. Fucking... and Minecraft too! What's next? I'm gonna bet they're gonna put Angry Birds, because Sega owns Angry Birds, and from what I experienced with Pirate Yakuza, you can literally listen to the Angry Birds theme song in that game. You can play it on like the music player and just listen to fucking Angry Birds theme song while you're just going on a pirate adventure under a pirate ship. That's fucking amazing. Might get it on sale. Definitely not getting it on launch because the game might be the best Sonic game. Yeah, it might, or the best racing game. But yeah. Yeah, $70. Yeah, it might be a little too much. Even then. And the $20 DLC they're also doing is man, do I hate Sega sometimes. I love their games, but fucking hell, I hate them. I fucking hate Sega. I need to admit that. I hate the company itself. The business decisions they do. I hate it. I love their games, but not the company. Also, I feel like if I have to nitpick one thing, Sega is probably the worst company at making DLC. Because they make the most normal feature in a game, like for example with Sonic plus Sonic Oranges plus Sonic Oranges. Originally they made the zoom in button, which should be a normal feature as a part of a DLC. Who makes that as a DLC? And they also made New Game Plus in Infinite Wealth a DLC. Of course, they fixed it in Pirate Yakuza by making it. I hate most game companies nowadays. Same. But it's like they make the most useless DLC. The only DLC that I actually like is the Kaito files from Launch Judgment, because that was a new game. That made sense. Anyways. Oh, fuck off.
Yo. So, are you gonna come out to lunch with us or what?
Don't you have anything more to say than that, Coda? Get your ass up.
No, she doesn't.
Come on.
It's just agreed.
To deal with your shit today.
Yeah, exactly.
Just eat lunch here, okay? Huh? You're giving us lip now? I guess you won't be needing this stuff then.
What the fuck?
We told you to get your ass up, you little slut. Oh, maybe you've started fucking guys on your lunch break now?
You're out here living the dream, aren't you?
Oh my god.
Get your ass up.
What's the fucking holdup, Coda? You should be thanking us for even inviting you to come.
So
No, she
slow.
shouldn't.
I can't fucking stand you.
But wait. Here he comes.
Well, damn. So much for my appetite. You guys are making me sick.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, who the fuck said that? We're making you sick, huh? You guys talking about us?
You see anyone else being assholes? Of course he's talking about you.
Yeah, I've about had it with you punks. This shit's getting old.
Okay.
Fuck.
Ganging up on the same girl day after day make you feel real big?
Yeah, exactly.
Unbelievable that it takes 3 of them to do the job.
Seriously, you guys? You're taking Coda's side here? You know she's just a whore, right?
You okay, Koda-san? Just ignore these losers.
How low can you go? Calling someone a whore isn't gonna win you any points.
Right? Let's hear it for the picture of purity over here.
What the hell? Hey!
She can dish it, but she can't take it. Hope the boys are watching.
What?
What the fuck, man? If you want to talk shit, say it to my face.
What part of this don't you understand?
Yeah. You know what, guys? It's true. You guys just need to leave her alone.
Exactly.
He's totally right. What's your problem with her anyway?
Game.
Exactly. So back off Koda-san already.
Stop acting like little punks.
Exactly.
When you guys going to lunch, go choke on a chopstick.
Oh, how does it feel now?
Just get going, would you?
You can tell how satisfied they're feeling right now. They're just enjoying this.
What in the hell is going on here?
This.
Fuck this.
Yeah. Let's just go.
Fuck it.
Yeah. Japanese Bobby Hill. Yeah. That's my purse. I don't know you.
They all knew.
God dang it, Bobby. Why the fuck are you in this type of Japanese game?
Not so different from adults, right?
Yagami-san, was everything we just witnessed part of your plan?
Yeah, you
It's
know.
just psychology. There's this concept called the bystander effect. According to the psychologists, when a person witnesses an incident, there's 3 things that run through their mind if other people are in the vicinity. 1. If no one else acts, it must not be urgent. 2. If no one else acts, I don't have to take action either. And 3. If I take action alone, I'll embarrass myself.
Oh god, I sometimes relate to that.
There and nobody takes action. I just figured if I could get even one person to step up and raise their voice, it would spur the rest of them to push past their inability to act. Penguins are the same way. You ever seen a flock of them hesitating to take a leap into the sea? One takes the first plunge and the others all start following after him.
The first penguin, you say? It's a fascinating term for a display of bravery.
The first
I've heard it said
penguin.
that overseas in America, the first penguin is a symbol of respect.
So for Yagami-shi, that would mean your voice was the first penguin in that classroom.
Yeah.
I can't say for certain this resolved your bullying problem. But here's hoping it's at least a good first step.
That's the most important part.
They're gone. You should be safe from them for a while.
Aww. She's happy. Good for you, Coda. That's good.
What do you say we monitor the situation for now? Might not be wise for adults to intervene just yet.
I suppose your plan has worked out for the better. But it should be teachers and administrators handling these matters, not detectives.
You know what? I couldn't agree more.
Then if you'll excuse me.
Oh, come on, man. Lighten up a little. You didn't have to rub it in her face.
You know what she thinks? She thinks we're some bums off the street trying to meddle in academic affairs.
Well, then, I apologize on her behalf. But Yagami-san, that was some magic you worked there. Hard to admit this at my age, but I learned quite a bit from what you did.
I wouldn't go that far.
Good stuff, Yagami-san.
Yeah.
Naturally. I knew you would deliver.
Huh?
Getting the law office. Oh man, I forgot to tell them we went to Yokohama.
Sorry, I have to take this. Hey, this is Yagami.
This is Shirosaki. Do you have a minute?
Sure.
I have a rather urgent request for you. It concerns a trial we've been involved with.
Listen, sorry-san, I'm a little busy. I don't know if I can take a rush job at the moment. We aren't even in Kawachi right now. Actually, I'm in Yokohama.
Really? That's interesting.
I'm helping Sugiura out with a case for his new agency. We're on site right now. At Serio High School. Sorry-san? You there?
Serio High? Somewhere near Ijincho? Is that the school?
Have you heard of it?
A college-age student teacher from that school went missing about 2 months ago. It was all very sudden.
Huh. I think I heard something about that, actually.
He himself was a Serio High graduate. He'd returned to his alma mater to finish his teaching credential.
Just a sec. How do you know so much about this?
The teacher's name is Hiro Mikoshiba, and his body was discovered a few days ago. They found him in one of Ijincho's abandoned buildings.
Huh?
The body was badly decomposed, but Kanagawa police...
Just like in the opening. I'm going to go on a BC with some friends. It was good talking to you again. See you soon. Alright, you have fun. You have fun, product, NW.
Before the police even confirmed it.
Take care.
A sex offender, Akihiro Ehara. I defended him in court. The day Mikoshiba disappeared, Ehara was arrested at the station for groping. He's also an active duty officer.
So you're saying he committed the murder too?
No. The victim was still alive while Ehara was at the station in Tokyo committing sexual battery. He was caught and arrested on the spot. And he's been in jail for the 2 months since.
So if I have this right, he has an alibi for the murder?
Right. But there's more to it. A few days ago, someone lit flares at the location of Mikoshiba's body. It obviously couldn't have been Ehara, so I suspect that's the real culprit. But whoever that is somehow connected to Ehara.
Otherwise, there's no other way he could have known about the body.
Exactly. There's clearly more to Ehara than an officer turned groper. More than likely, he's an accomplice to murder.
Okay. So do we have a motive?
4 years ago, Ehara's only son hung himself in their home. He was a student at Seiryō High at the time. And the way Ehara sees it, his death was the result of bullying at the hands of his classmate, Mikoshiba.
You mean it's revenge? In that case, could he possibly have hired someone else to kill the guy in his stead?
It's highly likely. As for my request, I'd like to see what you can find out. Mikoshiba's murder is too suspicious. Up until today, I wrote Ehara off as just another train groper. But he got arrested for that on the exact day that Mikoshiba was killed. It can't be a coincidence.
No.
I mean, you couldn't ask for a better alibi than being arrested for a different crime, right? Otherwise, the cops would have pinned him as suspect number 1.
But groping as an alibi? Why go to all that trouble? There had to have been a better way than that. I'm worried. As his attorney, I have to admit there's a chance Ehara planned this, which means I've made a critical oversight. Even worse, I let a misguided court issue a verdict. I can't allow that to stand. I need to reconsider both the harassment and the murder. Because I think the truth is these cases are one and the same.
All right. Well, what can I do for you?
Can you see if anyone at Seiryō High will talk about Mikoshiba? Right now, we need more information. And the first thing we should focus on is how and why he disappeared. That could give us a lead.
So, does this mean you're hiring me?
It does. Consider it an official request, if you would.
Okay, I'm on it.
Oh yeah.
No better feeling than when the jobs line up perfectly.
Exactly. Okay, chapter 1. Chapter 1. Done. We don't need that. Chapter 2. Vicious Cycle. As remember from the previous part, it was also a sick ass intro.
Before I go all in, can we go over the defendant's profile? That way I'll have something to work with.
Sure. Akihiro Ehara, age 53, senior officer with Tokyo PD, convicted of sexual battery. He'd been stationed in Shinjuku and lived alone in Tokyo. That is, until his arrest.
Lived alone? Unmarried then?
His wife moved to Yokohama without him 7 years ago, when their son Toshiro started at Seiryō High. Toshiro ended up taking his life in his 3rd year. That's 4 years ago, if you're counting.
And the couple never reconciled, huh?
Apparently his wife wanted nothing to do with him from that point on. That's it for personal details.
All right.
As for the charge, Ehara's maintained his innocence. We've had no luck getting him to budge. Mind you, the prosecution has plenty against him. Security camera surveillance, eyewitness footage, even trace evidence gathered on scene.
The same footage the media was plastering on TV?
Yes, although some of it was edited for privacy or length, but it painted a clear enough picture.
Hard to dispute something you can see right in front of you.
True.
And what about when they handed down the verdict? Ehara flew off the handle or something?
Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
Your Honor, in a warehouse, about 3 days ago, a body turned up in Yokohama. The body belongs to a guy named Hiro Mikoshiba. 4 years ago, this man took my son from me by driving him to commit suicide.
Holy shit.
Ehara seemed convinced that Mikoshiba
Suicide.
had bullied his son, and to get his justice, he even took Seiryō High to court. However, the court ruled against him, claiming there was no substantial evidence of bullying.
The chairman mentioned that lawsuit. I'm sure Hera wasn't thrilled with the verdict.
Of
course.
Dig into the court record
I guess that makes sense.
Anything of value.
Sounds like I'm on deck then. I've got someone involved in the case right in front of me. The chairman of Stereo High himself.
Are you talking about me?
I don't know how you pull these things off, Yagami-san. But let me give you a word of caution.
I'm listening.
Mikoshiba's murder hasn't been made public yet, so please don't go around talking about it, especially at his school. The Kanagawa police will investigate the school soon enough, and if they find out everyone already knows...
They'd show us the door, lock it behind them, and probably charge us with obstruction.
Exactly. Oh, and before I send you Mikoshiba's photo, there's one last thing you should know.
What's that?
Ehara's ruling was the day before yesterday. That means we only have 13 more days to potentially file an appeal.
She's right. We need to file an appeal in order to show the court our dissatisfaction with the verdict. But if we don't appeal in 2 weeks, the court will assume we have nothing left to argue and proceed to defend in this charge.
If we don't make our move, Ehara will walk out of court with a sex offense charge and a minor slap on the wrist. And once his case is closed, it would take a miracle to get it reopened, even if there had been a critical oversight.
Right.
I'm sorry to give you a time limit instead of a viable solution.
Don't worry. I'll have to make do. For now, let's just keep in touch.
Thanks, and good luck.
Yo, what was that about?
Sorry. Give me one more sec.
Good, sorry, send me the picture of your Mikoshiba. So, this is the guy Ehara said would be found dead.
Actually, Kaito-san, can I fill you in later? I need to get some answers from the chairman.
Says with fucking smile. Okay.
May I help you with something, Yagami-san?
You sure can. Only thing is, where to start?
I can't remember what happened to Mikoshiba, but there's no harm in asking general questions about him.
Remember how you told me about a student teacher went missing?
Oh,
This is him, right? Hiro Mikoshiba.
How do you have that photo? But yes, that's him.
I'd like to ask a bit about him in relation to a separate investigation.
What is it you need to know? Did something happen to him?
He drove a kid to suicide.
This request comes from a very close colleague.
I can't tell him that.
I'm sure you understand.
Sadly.
Detective-client privilege. I know that isn't much consolation. But if it's any comfort, I would never disclose anything about your case either.
But don't you see? Mikoshiba-kun was officially reported missing. Please, can you tell me something?
I promise. I'll tell you everything I can when I can. But for now, let me ask the questions.
Very well. Go ahead.
I'll start with the basics. Mikoshiba-kun was a graduate here, correct? And that's why he came back to train as a teacher?
That's correct.
How long was he supposed to be here?
3 weeks, originally. He'd nearly finished his time with us. But one day he simply stopped coming.
Strange.
It was as if all was well. Then, suddenly, he was gone. Or, at least, that's how I'd heard it.
Were you two not that close?
No. We'd had barely exchanged a word since he arrived.
That sounds pretty standard for a school chairman. He wouldn't personally deal with any temp staff. Yeah.
Wasn't there a pretty dark rumor about Mikoshiba-kun 4 years back? Something about how he drove a student to suicide?
You mean what was dredged up online? Yes, I'm aware of it. However, in the subsequent lawsuit, that rumor was put to rest. The court found no evidence of bullying.
But you had your doubts, didn't you? So you called on us to take a deeper look.
Well, yes. But let's not get confused. The tragedy from 4 years ago does weigh on us. But we've washed our hands of the matter.
Well, you say that, yet I can't help circling back to the same question. Why would the head of a school hire detectives to monitor his students in secret? Potentially even out of pocket.
Well, for one thing, it would reflect poorly on our institution were I to openly suspect our students. Then there's the issue of bullying being recorded and shared online. You know what kind of firestorm that can cause.
Obviously.
I should mention, I'm the one who takes the fall for it. My own privacy be damned. So of course I would opt for secrecy.
That's fair. But what that still doesn't answer is why this is happening now.
I'm not sure I follow.
Something must have pushed the tournament towards taking action against the bullying now, of all times. No. I think this is reveal him.
Could this be what riled you up?
But this is...
This is footage of Akihiro Ihara 2 months ago, captured up in Tokyo. The man was an active duty police officer, so of course it made the rounds in the media. But you already knew all that. After all, he's the one who sued your school on account of what his son endured here. Bullying that led to suicide.
Well, that's undeniable.
And now that he's in the spotlight, any more problems at Serio would lead people to start connecting the dots. The police would dig up that suicide in no time, regardless of whatever the court had ruled. They might even reach the conclusion you had covered the whole thing up. I get the feeling that's why we're really here, to prevent another mess on your hands.
Oh, I see now. Our job's to sniff out any bullying, then you sweep it under the rug.
That's simply not true. At least, that wasn't my intention.
You sure about that? The thought never even crossed your mind?
Perhaps it did. The scenario you described was painfully accurate. Every time I saw Ihara-san on TV, I'd grow sick with worry that it could all boil over on us here at any moment.
I can assure you, Chairman, I'm not here to cause any trouble. I only want to learn about Mikoshiba-kun.
In that case, you should speak with Sawa-sensei. She was his teaching mentor.
Her? Great. That's my luck.
See? I told you we should have stayed on her good side.
Yeah.
How was I supposed to know?
So, would you like me to call her back here?
No, thanks. I should go see her myself. Do a bit of smoothing over.
In that case, you may want to go downstairs and see if she's in the faculty room. She should still be on lunch.
Perfect. I've got another chance to shoot my shot.
Sorry, Kaito-san, but I'm fielding this one alone. Tsukumo, you guys can clear out too.
What?
Damn.
Just like that?
I don't understand the meaning of this, Yagamishi.
If I had time to explain, I would. Just trust me on this for now.
Alright. Otuka said the faculty is on one floor below his office. So the second.
I'm sorry. Did you need something, sir?
Oh. Is Sawa-sensei here?
She got the Sayama hairstyle!
May I ask who's waiting for her?
Well, no one's special, really. I just need to have a quick word with her is all. Maybe you could tell me where her desk is?
It's right over there. The one with all the English books.
Thank you.
This is Sawa-san sensei desk. Mikoshiba was under Sawa-sensei's supervision. Can anyone give me clues about him?
What the?
Photos of students, but their uniforms aren't from Syria. Wait, could this be Sawa-sensei herself? So, this is Sawa-sensei in her high school days. Maybe this helps her make her more relatable to the students. There's another photo in the back. Does that kid go there too? Go here too? I'd like to check it out, but I can't. But can't be seen doing that.
What are you doing here? I thought you'd have gone by now.
Yes, well, I need to ask you a couple things.
Such as?
Such as how close you were to Hiro Mikoshiba.
What?
I heard from Chairman Okuda you were mentoring him as a teacher. I believe this was 2 months ago?
Why do you, of all people, want to know?
Did you notice anything unusual before he disappeared? Any sign of trouble he might have had?
I can't say for sure. He just stopped showing up one day. Really, that's all I know.
Is that really all you can tell me? Nothing jogging the memory?
I said that's all.
Integrating someone with nothing to go on isn't very effective. Maybe I should come back and come at this a different way.
You know what? Let's start over. Why don't we talk about him as a student? You were already a teacher here by then, weren't you? Back when a student here committed suicide, there were rumors online about how it could have been caused by bullying. And Mikoshiba-kun's name came up as one of the potential bullies.
Yes, but those were just rumors.
So he wasn't involved in any teasing?
I teach English, and that's what I was focused on. So as far as I knew, Mikoshiba-kun was a good student with solid grades back then. And during his time in training, I was under the impression he got along with the students just fine.
He's not the type to bully then?
I would say no.
Then why would those rumors exist in the first place?
You're asking the wrong person.
Something weird's going on. This is consistent with our actions of Koda-san getting buried.
4 years ago, the court determined this school was not responsible for a bullying-related suicide.
You mean Ahara-san's lawsuit? The father of the student who died and an officer in Tokyo? He was arrested the other day. Well, I'm sure you've seen the news.
Yes, but what of it? What exactly is the point you're trying to make here?
I believe Ahara-san still thinks his son killed himself because of Mikoshiba-kun.
Let me ask you something, Yagami-san.
By all means.
What are you trying to accomplish? Didn't you finish this whole business with the chairman? If that wasn't enough, you got security called on you. You clearly have zero regard for anyone here. You should have had the sense to leave long before now.
Believe me, once I learn what I need about Mikoshiba-kun, I'm gone.
In that case, you've already got everything you need from me.
One last question. You and the chairman both mentioned how Mikoshiba-kun got along with the students here. Anyone in particular that he was close to?
The kids in the basketball club? Mikoshiba-kun was in that club back when he was a student. Apparently, he was showing up to their practices.
The basketball club. That includes the gang from before, right?
Yes. They all spent quite a bit of time with him.
Them again? They keep popping up for some reason.
Alright. With that, I'll get out of your hair. Appreciate your time, man. Sawa-sensei.
Just a minute!
I mean, you did tell him to leave.
You there? Tell me you're still on campus.
Why? You suddenly decide you need me after all?
Man, don't be like that.
You enjoy playing teacher's pet with Sawa-sensei?
God damn it,
Did I
Kaito.
enjoy getting eviscerated by her? She hates my guts at this point. That aside, I did get some interesting intel. And that's where you come in.
Huh? What for?
I want to find those bullies in the basketball club. Think you can fly the pigeon for me?
So I do have a purpose. Ain't that something? Alright then, it's drone time.
Thanks. I'll start scoping out the gymnasium.
Oh, it's that girl, isn't she? Yeah, that's Koda-san. She was in the basketball club too. Maybe she knows about Mikoshiba. Can you throw the ball? You saw.
Close one. Almost got it. You're Koda-san from class 2 too, right? Basketball too?
Yeah?
You have a second? I have some questions about a student teacher who taught classes here named Mikoshiba.
Ow! Really? Yo, you read me talk? That posse of little shitheads just went strutting into the gym with some bats.
Kaito-san, can you at least try to warn me a little sooner next time?
Why? You worried?
Hey! Why are you still here, asshole?
I'm investigating a case.
Talking pretty big for taking a cheap shot while my back was turned.
You had it coming, shady old fuck.
Coda! Hey, you been spilling anything to this guy?
I didn't say anything.
I'll fill you in. I was asking her about Mikoshiba, a student teacher who disappeared from school not too long ago. You guys know him, right? The basketball club would.
Don't bother trying to talk to us like we're your fucking friends, asshole.
I wanna bash your fucking skull in. You'll die before I tell
You guys have equally as amount of swearing. You guys have equally amount of swearing as Yakuza English, the original Yakuza English dub.
Yesterday.
From the first game on PS2.
Take a handicap.
I don't mind at all. Sure. All good.
Go ahead.
But it's still gonna be pretty one-sided.
Oh, he's got the snake style.
Gonna kick your ass!
Delinquent students. Let's use the snake style only. Yup. Nope. Don't be so serious. Look at the. Boop. Good night. Nah. Nope. See ya, bud. And I throw it down. Only hit that one. Kicked it.
You've got a lot of guts for your age, kid. But come on. You really need a better outlet for all that aggression.
Yeah.
Go! Just what on earth is going on in here?
Hey. Let's roll out.
I'm gonna do you a favor here and leave out the part about the bats.
Huh? Are you even listening?
Yes, ma'am. We were just horsing around a bit. Right?
Just horsing around is right.
You really are unbelievable. Why are you attacking defenseless students on their school property? How many times must I tell you to leave our school alone?
For what it's worth, the chairman asked me to be here.
Oh, good. Let's drag him into this. How should our chairman explain you to the mob of irate parents that will be at his door any second now? Don't worry, there's a very good reason we hired these ragtag detectives to spy on and beat up your kids.
Not the words I'd use.
If I hear anything else about you, anything, I'm going straight to the press. I'm under no obligation to cover for anyone.
She's serious.
And your attire is atrocious. When you show up at a school, at least try to look the part.
Hey,
Now
shut.
go home.
Okay, shut the fuck up. Okay, Yakimi's attire is fucking awesome. Oh, bitch.
You hear all that, Kaito-san? I have a funny feeling I'm not wanted here. Can I talk to the chairman real quick?
I'm afraid Sawa-sensei's made her point clear. Perhaps it's best you take your leave. After all, you've satisfied the bulk of my request.
Wait. Okay, how about this? You can hire me on as a teacher. That way, I can stay on campus no problem, right?
But you can't teach without a license. You don't happen to have one, do you?
No, but I do have a lawyer's badge. How's that for certification?
Nah.
You're a lawyer? Well, that certainly is a respectable position, but it's not exactly a license to educate.
Can't we work something out?
I'm afraid something isn't specific enough. Although, there is always the off chance that you can serve as an outside consultant. A guidance counselor, perhaps.
Oh, yeah. Like a club advisor. Do you happen to have a kung fu club? I've got a few tricks I could show some kids.
No, there's nothing of the sort. And on that note, I believe each club already has an advisor assigned.
That's unfortunate.
Me again. I say it's time we hightailed it out of here. No use sitting around on our asses, right? Why don't you meet us back here and we'll go?
I can't. Not until I find something for Sari-san.
Suit yourself. Don't work too hard now.
I need time to ask around about Mikoshiba. Maybe we need to find a way to stay on this campus. Maybe they got some staff positions I need filling. I think I saw a reception desk near the school entrance. I'll be right back real quick. Okay, I'll be right back. Jojo. Jordy. Go. Go get some chocolate. You can't have enough. You can't eat enough too much chocolate. Oh yeah, yes, you can. Because if you do, you're gonna get diabetes. You're gonna get fat, and you're gonna get diabetes. That's the reception desk, and there's Custian. Should I just ask him point blank if they have any openings?
Huh?
That's one busy bulletin board. I can find some help wanted ads for the school there.
Aha! Stop right there.
Huh?
It's her.
I knew it. Suspicion confirmed.
Can I help you?
Actually, you already have. I didn't think you'd be foolish enough to show your face around here again.
I'm sorry, but do I...
Oh. It's just a girl caught me yesterday. Damn it, why her? Why now?
You always say perpetrators return to the scene of the crime. And you just proved the old adage true, Monsieur Voyer.
No way she saw my face yesterday. Plus, we got the camera back. Okay, take a breath. I just say be safe.
Voyeur? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about your pervy little upskirt scheme. Seriously, hiding a camera under the stairs? And at your age? Shame on you, sir.
Yeah, you lost me. Now, if you don't mind, I'm kind of in the middle of something.
Oh, no, you don't. I have irrefutable proof of your crime. Why, the very shoes on your feet. You're wearing the exact same sneakers as the pervert from yesterday. And don't think they'll carry you to safety today.
Okay, what is happening here? Sorry, but your evidence is my shoes? Everybody here's got shoes, young lady. In fact, I'm probably not the only person with this exact pair.
Huh. Your shoe style is merely the icing on the cake. You see, before the pervert arrived yesterday, I had covered the floor around the camera with a clear polymer that shines under black light.
Huh?
It's an oil-based substance, so it lasts a few days. Your soles are stained with it as we speak. Which means you came bumbling back to the scene of the crime, while wearing the very evidence of your misdeeds.
What the? Am I seriously getting busted here by a high school girl?
Lamenting your misfortune already? That's what you get for crossing the Mystery Research Club of Serio High.
Mystery Research Club?
Now, if you'll follow me to the faculty room, monsieur.
Oh, wait, just hold on, okay?
If she's not bluffing, this could turn out really bad. What do I do? New EX surrender. Wait, this is the perfect time to use my new. Wait, hang on, what am I thinking? There's gotta be another way.
There's no way I'd have noticed an invisible substance on my shoes. I'll give you that much. But even if I did step in some mystery goo, does that really prove what you're saying? With so many people on campus, any number of them could have walked over that spy.
No, only the perpetrator stepped in the coating. I know this because I was there watching your fiasco. And of course, I had the PE teacher who was with me agree to serve as witness.
She was too ready for this.
Why don't you just give it up already?
I've got so much writing on this. Why ruminate when I can just run?
There's no escape, sir. I have even more proof of your crimes. The camera may be gone, but fortunately, I snapped a photo of it before it got taken away. With that, I determined everything there is to know about your camera, down to the store where you bought it. Turns out it's an online exclusive, customized to capture high-resolution footage with an inconspicuous design.
Not bad.
Were I to supply this information to the police, they would track down the owner soon enough. After all, the shop would have no choice but to cooperate with the police investigation.
Feel like the cover the strikes well enough, but I can't remember.
Do I need to spell it out any further? You, monsieur, are ensnared. Therefore, I think it would be wise to do what I say.
She's right.
Let's say we have a chat.
A chat?
Yeah. Now, I can't give out any details, but having the cops on me would be extremely problematic. So, I'd like to resolve this as amicably as possible. Think we can come to terms here?
I will agree to one thing only. Hearing the unadulterated truth. And make no mistake, I will not be misled by diversion, threats, bribes, sob stories. Nothing of the sort.
Great, the one thing she wants is the one thing I can't give her.
Suspicious. Look at me. Do I really look like a pervert who'd sneak into—
Well, no, actually. Not at first glance.
Right? So, drop the Monsieur Voyeur.
But I would be an utter failure as a mystery connoisseur to fall for such elementary misdirection.
Oh, come on.
What?
No matter where or when the story is told, the perpetrators in mysteries are often those who draw the least suspicion. This trope carries over into the real world as well. So the fact that you don't look like a criminal proves nothing.
She has a point.
Really?
If you think you can fool this mystery fiend, you'd better think again.
A mystery fan, huh? Guess I shouldn't underestimate her. Although, this does mean I can reason with her. Come to think of it, I saw her putting up something on the bulletin board. A far observation of the area might give me a hint of in the negotiation.
Hey.
The Syria High Mystery Research Club. Is this their flyer? This is what my courier was posting here? What's it say? Outside Council wanted. The MRC is in jeopardy. Our advisor is leaving Syria. We've been informed the faculty is too busy to run an additional club. We need an outside counselor. If you know any detectives or mystery writers, be sure to contact with us ASAP. Koyoko Asama. I cannot pronounce Japanese names correctly. Mystery Research Club President. That must be the name. Seeking outside sponsor ASAP. Oh, this isn't solidity school. The MRC is in jeopardy. Our advisor is leaving the school soon. We've been of course. So, matter of fact, this is the angle I needed.
You're Kyoko Amasawa-san, right?
Amasawa.
President of the Mystery Research Club?
So what if I am?
I saw your flyer. Sounds like your club's in a tough spot.
You're not wrong. Our current advisor got married and quit teaching, and we can't find anyone else to take her spot. On top of that, the chairman's been reluctant to bring in anyone from outside, so the MRC may be in dire straits.
Just like the
Your
band.
arrival marks our revival. Should I turn you in as a voyeur, it would make a fine feather in my cap. It would also prove the value of the MRC, so the chairman would have no choice but to solicit an advisor for us.
Well, that all sounds fine on paper, but the real-life logistics may not play out that way. You'll need a competent professional in your area of interest, but you think they have time for volunteer work?
When you put it that way, it does seem like a long shot.
Right? So here's my proposition. How about you make me your advisor?
You? Advise the MRC?
Why not? A Kamurocho-based detective not good enough?
You're a detective?
Oh yeah. I'm Takayuki Yagami from the Yagami Detective Agency. I was asked to come investigate your school. That's about all I can let slip.
So then, the hidden camera was for your investigation?
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you deduce that yourself. Client confidentiality and all that. But I will say one thing. I'm here to stop shady business, not start it.
If he wasn't shooting up skirts, then what was he trying to see? Rather, who was he trying to see? Who put him up to it? Our staff? Ugh, so many variables!
Listen, I don't mean to interrupt, but hello? As I was trying to say, becoming your advisor could work out well for both of us. I'm not done here by a long shot, but one of your teachers is bent on seeing me gone.
Really? Who?
Sawa-sensei. She thinks I have no business being here, and frankly, it's been hard to prove her wrong. But if I were to advise your club, it'd be all the reason I need to stay on campus. So what do you think? It's a win-win situation, wouldn't you say? Oh, and if it's experience you want, believe me, I've been around the block when it comes to mysteries.
I believe I understand. The purpose you stated for being here does fit the circumstances better than my original theory. But I will not be persuaded so easily. So, I propose a test.
Okay.
A test?
Right this way, please.
What? Hey!
Interesting. We're gonna do a test.
Huh? Who's this, sis?
This is Yagami-san, our new advisor candidate. However, I intend to test him first. See if he's legitimate.
Fine by me.
Oh my god, he's reading
I'm Tetsuo
manga.
Sawa, Kyoko's younger brother. Also the MRC's bodyguard. When your sister's as nosy as mine, you've got to step up your game to keep her safe.
Please have a seat, Yagami-san.
After you.
Oh, how kind of you. So, Amasawa-san, back to the topic at hand here. Could you tell me what the Mystery Research Club actually does? It seems like the advisor ought to know that.
So, I founded the Mystery Research Club last year. Primarily, we function as a book club, critiquing mystery novels from many different cultures and eras. But, when the opportunity is ripe, we also engage in more involved activities.
Oh,
And by
involved.
that, I mean solving the mysteries around us.
Oh, you mean go sleuthing, like on a case. So that's what you were up to. I've got to say, as a potential advisor, I'm not exactly psyched to hear you go around looking for trouble.
Oh, don't get me wrong. We don't do this for kicks, and I'm not a fan of danger.
Fair
If
enough.
we could all be armchair detectives, free to investigate from afar, surely that would be ideal.
Yeah, don't I know it.
Unfortunately, that is rarely, if ever, possible. Say our investigatory senses were to draw us toward a mystery that escapes even the school and the police. Why, letting such a case slip away would be anathema to our club's founding principles.
While I do admire your passion, why put yourself at risk? You'd be safer handing it off to the authorities.
Then shouldn't we hand you off to the authorities?
Well, now, let's not be hasty.
I take it you see my point then. Some cases aren't so cut and dry.
You make some valid points. So, getting back to this test of yours.
Yes. So, based on what you've told me, I'm inclined to drop your charges altogether. A detective setting up cameras is believable. That being said, I'd also be a fool to take you at your word. If this is a ruse, I'd be unleashing a pervert on the school.
Well, the caution is admirable.
Then you shouldn't mind if I test both your skills as a detective and your character as a person. And once that's over, the club will reach a decision. We'll either accept you as our mentor, or turn you in as a deviant.
I get the picture. So what does this test entail?
Actually, we've been dealing with a rather risky case as of late, so your job is to resolve it.
How risky are we talking?
Well, it's about as risky as it is risque. Yagami-san, have you ever heard of a sugar baby?
Huh? You mean a younger girl getting paid to date an older guy?
You know it. Now our current case involves one such sugar baby. It seems that one of our dance club girls has grown a reputation for dating older men. Unfortunately, I've yet to pin down exactly who this is.
All you know is she's in dance club? Well, I understand why you'd want to know more, but what about this warrant's investigation? She in danger?
The issue at hand is that she may be doing more than dating, and it's putting her safety at risk. Well, we found this out online, so we're admittedly speculating a bit here. But apparently this girl's pretty infamous for what they call her vanishing act.
Care to elaborate?
She strings the mark along, going on a few dates for an agreed upon sum. Then she goes into the kill. She gets a large upfront payment for promising to seal the deal. And then, poof, gone with the wind.
Okay, I can see how that might make her enemies, but that's on the guy, isn't it? I mean, he's paying to date an underage girl, and he thinks he has the right to complain?
What the fuck?
You're not wrong. Problem is, her latest mark, a violent, foul-mouthed thug, isn't so self-aware. I believe rape and murder were his choicest threats. So yeah, you can't just write this one off.
What the fuck?
Oh, yeah. That's a concern.
Mm-hmm. And now he has his gang roaming the streets, searching high and low for the girl who conned him. I'd say that establishes the risk clearly enough. As soon as we found out, we've been trying to find the sugar baby and warn her ASAP.
Yeah, I get it now. If we don't act, she could be in very real danger.
I think we're finally seeing eye to eye, Yagami-san. After all, the truly artful detective can solve incidents before they even occur.
Mm-hmm.
That's not quite how it works, but sure. In any case, now that the situation's clear, I'd like to get on with the test. Just tell me where to start, and I'll be there.
It is said that the great Sherlock Holmes was able to freely change his appearance into that of a total stranger. From helpless old woman to shifty-eyed vagrant, he deceived the masses and never lost a lead, all thanks to a good disguise.
Mm-hmm.
So, you want me to go undercover?
Yep, any detective worth their salt should have no trouble with that. You're going to infiltrate the dance club as an advisor and return with a lead on the sugar baby. That is your test.
Wait, you want me to teach a dance club?
If it's required, then yes. I want you to win their hearts in ways I myself could not. Those girls are a close-knit group. They'd never trade gossip with someone like me. However, if a cool new stranger gained their trust, that's you, they might be more willing to talk.
But how am I supposed to be a convincing advisor if I've never danced once in my life?
That's okay. It's rare for their advisors to get up and do it themselves. They generally teach from a book.
Oh, great.
If it's any consolation, their current advisor never even shows up, so you'll already have an in. Just give them a few pointers, act authoritative, and soon enough, you'll be their closest confidant. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy? To teach something I know nothing about?
I'm sure you can figure that out. That is, if you really are a detective and not some snaky imposter.
You're really putting me through the ringer, you know that? I guess I'll have to prevail with the power of vague advice.
Good, then let's move. The dance club will be starting their practice any minute. They're in the gym basement, in case you didn't know.
I know her test might be tough, Yagami-san. I think you'd make a pretty rad advisor. So good luck.
Huh? Oh.
So we're being an advisor at a dance club, I see. Or investigating a dance club, at least. Interesting.
Where's the captain? Ah, right there! Something's not right. I feel so out of it. Sayaka Nishizono, I'd like a word with you. Hey, aren't you... Amasawa from the Mystery Research Club? You betcha. Don't worry, I come bearing good news.
Oh great, the MRC. What do you want with us? We're not up to anything.
Calm down. I'm not here to expose your secrets to the world. I only wanted to introduce you to someone.
What are you getting at?
To preface this, I noticed your club advisor hasn't been showing up much lately.
Yeah, apparently he got really sick. We're lucky if we see him a couple times a month.
Right, and it must be rough trying to choreograph an entire routine without him.
Yeah, and we've got a meet coming up soon. It's so much pressure.
I see. Then the stars really did align in your favor.
What? Listen, Senpai, I know we might seem desperate, but it's not like we need any favors.
Don't worry, you don't owe me for this. I'm offering you a potential advisor as a token of goodwill.
Potential advisor?
Let's not sweat the small stuff. The important thing is, Yagami-san here said he'd agree to help you with your routine as a stand-in advisor.
Help with their routine? When did I ever say that?
Oh my gosh, really? This is just what we needed. You know, I could tell you had a certain something about you. So how long have you been a pro dancer?
I'm not.
Oh, so modest. This is like one of those dream come true moments in a movie. I've been literally racking my brain trying to come up with a workable routine. Oh, I'm so glad that's on you now.
Whoa, time out. I'm missing some important qualifications here.
Yagami-san, this is your Reichenbach Falls moment. You need to dive headfirst
What the
into
fuck is a
challenge.
Wreck-Up Balls
Don't you
Falls
get it?
moment?
No?
Do you think we can get started? We've been practicing and practicing, but something about our choreography feels off. We all know our moves and everybody's got rhythm, so all that should be left is bringing our A game. But it feels like we're still missing something, you know? That wow factor. It's really kind of down to the wire to be figuring this stuff out, but I know we'll push through if we try.
Yeah, of course.
So can I ask for your first impression? Does our routine need more going on, or...?
You know, it's hard to say what's going on at this point.
I shouldn't have to say this, but keen observation is elementary for a detective.
And?
And you need to tell them what you observed. You did have your eyes open, didn't you?
So the test has already started. Great. Well, I better start winning over Amasawa's attempt to weigh in my honest opinion.
Isn't your routine a little tame? Maybe you could spice it up a bit.
Spice it up how, exactly? You mean like we need skimpy outfits? Or like we dance all provocatively?
What part of this is a high school don't you get, Yagami-san?
Yeah. Sometimes I just say things.
I relate. Yikes. Then how about... Just something unexpected.
So, the music's not a bad choice. But it'll take more than your average dance mix to stick in the audience's minds. Have you considered traditional enka? Nobody'd see that coming.
Enka? Well, it is old school, so dancing to it might be innovative. But we can't just start over with a new song after all the hard work we put in.
They have the rhythm, they know their moves, but what they lack is prep time. She told you all that, remember? Besides, it'd be demoralizing to make them reset everything this late in the game.
Yeah, demoralizing.
Yeah. How about make a bigger impact? That's a good one.
I think your performance could use a little more flair.
Flair? How so?
Well, you're already in perfect sync, and everyone knows their part. But how to put it? You were right. It needs something that's going to leave a lasting impact.
I see what you mean. Maybe we are just kind of going through the motions here. If only we could come up with better stuff. Oh, maybe you could give us some suggestions.
Ah.
But if we don't really get through this somehow, it's back to the whole pervert
Let's
thing.
take apart what could give you the edge you need.
Kung Fu!
Why not incorporate Kung Fu?
Did you just say Kung Fu?
Sure did. Throw a few kicks and punches, or knock the competition right out.
That's actually not a bad idea. Yeah, and it's not like martial arts-based dancing is entirely unheard of. But we don't know the first thing about Kung Fu.
Well, you're in luck. Kung Fu happens to be a hobby of mine.
No way! That's so cool!
Well, it's my own style. You won't find it in any ancient scrolls. It's flashy.
Perfect! So will you teach us?
I guess I'm gonna have to.
Sweet! Then let's get a quick demonstration. Let's see some ass-kicking dance then.
Wait, Really? I really have to do this?
Of course. How else are we gonna learn? Look up some random videos?
Nah.
We'll get to analyze your moves, your footwork, your breathing. We'll learn from the pro.
I wouldn't get your hopes up, though. What if my stuff doesn't fit your routine at all?
So, you're not gonna help us after all? That's pretty weak.
If
you're
me.
giving up after stringing them along this far, hang tight while I dial 110.
Hold it.
Huh?
I guess I have no choice.
You know what? I think I can wing it well enough. I've never done this before, though, so don't get mad if it's crappy, okay?
Oh, don't be so hard on yourself. You're gonna do fantastic.
Yeah, man, I'm really about to do this. Thank God you're in an RGG game. It's just a mini game.
Okay, what we'll do first is show you the opening 30 seconds of our routine until the chorus hits. While you're watching, keep an eye out for the parts that could use some kung fu moves.
Sure. Good plan.
Okay, so here's how we start. In there. Now you take it away.
Whoa. Doubt I can top that. But you know what? May as well try.
Yeah.
That's the spirit. Ready for the music?
Okay, let's go.
Okay. I see.
Yakami-san, you're officially the best.
I didn't do anything.
Incredible.
Oh, he's amazing! That was amazing! Like it? Wow! Wait, is that I could never do that. Gosh, I hope he doesn't knock someone out. See it?
Oh, look at that!
Wow.
Did you see that?
Yagami-san, what was that just now? I thought you said you couldn't dance.
Believe me, I'm just as surprised as you. Winning is part skill and part pulling it out of your ass.
I don't think a seasoned athlete could pull that off.
Yagami-san, that was incredible! You're not just a pro, you're a master!
Wow. You're giving an amateur way too much credit here.
No way an amateur moves like that. You're something else. Maybe you don't realize it, but you have a gift for this. You're totally a born dancer.
I don't know about all that. What you call a gift, I call muscle memory.
Well, whatever you call it, we're gonna use every last bit of it in our routine, if that's okay. You seriously saved our necks just now, Yagami-san.
Hey, I'm just glad it all worked out.
If it's okay to ask, could you drop by and give us more pointers sometime? Ever since our advisor stopped showing, we've barely been keeping it together. And we could all use some guidance from someone we can trust.
Of course.
If you guys will have me, then sure. Not sure I have many pointers left, though.
Oh, you're the best!
I think it's time we headed back now, Yagami-san.
Huh? Oh, sure.
Now, did I pass your test? I hope I did. Hmm.
So, did I pass? I'd say I made plenty of headway with the dance club.
Indeed you have. Honestly, I'm still in shock over how easily you won Nishizono-san over. Every time I try to approach her, she reacts like I'm there to accuse her of something.
Gee, I wonder why. I'm sure the MRC has gained some notoriety.
Well, all the more reason we need an amazing advisor who can keep up with us.
Oh, I'm amazing now. Does this mean I'm no longer a criminal?
Yeah, I really should apologize for that at some point. Also, I have another theory as to why you installed that camera.
Yeah? Let's hear it.
So, a hired detective shows up to covertly monitor a specific group of students. Meanwhile, spreading through the news like wildfire is the case of Akihiro Ehara, a man connected to our school. Put those pieces together, and your objective here starts taking shape. But I wouldn't want to hamper any important detective work of yours, so for now, I'll let that theory sit.
Oh, she really is sharp. I guess she's president of the Mystery Research Club for a good reason.
At any rate, Yagami-san, I'll go ahead and let the chairman know of our arrangement. That is to say, I'll formally request you as our advisor.
Well, that'd be great. But do you really think they'll hire me just like that?
Sure, so long as you're officially considered an outside guidance counselor, I don't see why not. Also, we do need another faculty member as a supervisor, but that's more of a formality than anything. Their only responsibility is signing the paperwork. You'll still be the one running the club. Our school makes you jump through a lot of hoops just to be welcomed as a guest, huh?
Yeah, sounds like they won't let in just anybody. Anyway, is there a teacher you had in mind?
Yep, no worries there. The chairman actually promised to sign off on whoever we chose. Well, I made him promise might be a bit more accurate.
What? Really? Man, I wish he'd told me. He told me the club's already had advisors and left it at that.
Typical. I doubt he wants to actually keep his word. After all, if we get into trouble, he'll be directly responsible. He probably thinks the MRC is a big enough liability as it is.
I wonder why.
Well, with all that said, welcome to the Mystery Research Club. Can't wait to see a real detective in action.
Hey, you'll get your chance, and it's a pleasure to be on board.
Oh, when you have a spare moment, could you join us in the club room for a talk? I'd like your advice on another case we're monitoring.
What, you've got something besides the sugar baby?
Yes, and this one may actually be even nastier. In fact, the sugar baby may be but a single thread amidst a larger, more sinister web of conspiracies. But that's a lot to digest, I know. I'll get you up to speed when you're free.
Okay. Not quite sure how to process that right now, but I'll make sure to swing by at some point.
About school stories. Okay. Really, that's my favorite part of this game, or definitely the school stories. They're the best part about this game. Like, they fucking created like 5 new entire big mini games for this entire school story shit, and I am all loving it. When I first played it, I loved it. I wish they did that more, or like did that again at some point. Just make like these like smaller, big mini games a part of a bigger storyline that's connected. Uh. Hmm. Finally got him with the school. Not gonna ask him out about Mikoshiba while getting the boot. Apparently he was tied with a basketball club, being a former member, that comes as no surprise. Now where do basketball players go after school? To the gym, of course. No, I'm not gonna replay any of the school stores thing. Mainly because I plan on
Hey
just
guys,
replaying
how
the
y'all
main
doing?
story.
Sweating it out on some layups?
Who are you?
My name's Yagami. I've been the MRC's advisor for all of a couple minutes, and I need to ask the basketball club a few questions.
Okay.
There was a student teacher who used to hang around here as recent as, what, October? Mikoshiba's the name.
Oh yeah, Mikoshiba-san.
Anyway, he stopped showing up out of nowhere. Any of you have any theories? Okay, scratch that. Then, what kind of teacher was he? Is he nice? Is he a jerk?
I wouldn't say jerk, but he was enthusiastic. Yeah, I mean, he did show up almost daily.
The club was really good back in his day. That's probably why he had us hustling even harder than the coach.
So, would you say he was on good terms with you all?
I guess. Wait, where's Koda and them?
Oh, from class 2-2? I don't know. I haven't seen Matsu, Nakane, anyone.
Ugh, those guys. They might make a scene if they see me again.
Something special about Class 2-2?
Well, yeah. Koda's in 2-2, and she was Mikoshiba-sensei's star pupil.
Star pupil? I do know who you're talking about, by the way. Are you saying she was favored over the others?
In a way, Mikoshiba-sensei worked her harder because she hadn't played basketball till high school.
See, most of us already had tons of experience by the time we joined. So, anyone starting as late as now has to be really athletic to keep up with the team. Mikoshiba-sensei knew that too. I'd say him looking after Koda did us all a favor.
Wow, sounds like the model instructor.
If you say so. But I'm not sure Koda felt that way.
Oh?
Mikoshiba-sensei might have just thought it was tough love, but I think he went overboard with the teasing sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, he'd make her shoot and then go, "See, that was how not to do it."
Are you saying he would mock her?
That makes it sound bad. He was doing it because he cared, I think.
Hey, wasn't Mikoshiba-sensei the one who started the whole arousing thing? He said the way she held the ball was arousing. Said it was her main contribution.
That's not true. She's got a nice chest, too.
That's fair. Anyway, when Mikoshiba-sensei stopped coming, the guys in 2-2 were all like,
Okay, what did Koda do to him?
Are you implying they had a relationship?
Beats me. Mikoshiba-sensei did anything like that, he would have gotten canned on the spot.
yeah, people like to gossip, but as they say, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Maybe Koda-san's the reason he was always so fired up.
Maybe she's the reason he got fired.
So the writing on her hand, it wasn't some random insult.
Are we about done here?
Last thing, Where are Koda-san and the others? Are they often this late?
No. Everyone's usually here by now.
Maybe they're still in their classroom?
Okay, then I think that about does it. Back to work for the both of us, huh?
What the hell are they? I'm having a strange suspicion. I'm pretending like I've never played this game before, but I have. I've been there, but I can't remember much what happened here. Shit, we gotta look for her.
You spacing out on me? Look at me when I'm talking.
You can't face us because you're weak. Who gave you permission to quit anyway? Newsflash, you're nothing without the club.
Yeah, think about us for a second. Who has to pick up all the grunt work when you're gone?
Maybe she feels special after what happened at lunch. Like people suddenly give a shit about her.
Doesn't give you the right to ditch practice. Talk about selfish, am I right?
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Is that all you know how to say?
Yeah, because she wants you to stop annoying her, right?
You give the orders.
What the fuck?
You guys still haven't learned to play fair?
This fucking guy. Why's your dirty old ass still here?
Attention students! Be on the lookout for a creeper showing up in your classrooms!
If I were you, I'd watch my mouth around a club advisor.
Say what?
I'm Yagami from the Yagami Detective Agency, and your chairman just hired me to advise the Mystery Research Club.
Bullshit.
I guess word hasn't gotten around? Maybe I'll let a few wisecracks slide for now then. But mark my words, I'll be here every day of the week, so be on your best behavior.
The phone doesn't even have a camera.
We better get to practice.
Yeah, you do that. Oh, and break a leg out there, Matsu. Not very nice, are they? Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Koda-san, I'm sorry to spring this on you, but as I said, I'm a detective, and I need to talk about Hiro Mikoshiba.
Yeah.
He started training as a teacher here pretty recently, right? And one day he just stopped showing up? At the time, did you notice anything strange about him? Maybe he seemed troubled, or you saw him hanging around strangers?
Why are you asking me?
The basketball club members think you and Mikoshiba might have been close, at least at practice.
They said that?
We have a relationship with Mikoshiba, but it's a memory she'd rather forget. Understandable. Don't blame her for that.
Well, I suppose there wasn't much truth to what I'd heard then. Don't sweat it. Just so you know, I'm actually going to be hanging around here at the school for a little while longer. If it's cool, I hope we can find a way to be friends. See ya.
Wait a sec. Earlier today, it was your voice that I heard, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I just never expected anyone to actually stand up for me in school. But you could say I didn't really stand up to them for myself much either.
I don't blame you.
We all just treated it like it was a normal thing. Sometimes people would even laugh about it. But then, today, something changed.
Leave her alone.
Everyone suddenly decided to take a stand like they'd seen enough. I couldn't believe it. But That first voice, the one that told them to stop, that was your voice, wasn't it, Yagami-san?
Who could say?
I knew it. It was you. Thank you so much for that. Today was eye-opening. I never thought about how horribly I was being treated until everyone stood up for me. What's more, it made me see that I was strong. In fact, I finally stood up to the basketball kids.
So you did. Is that what made you decide to quit the club?
Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to play basketball in a real team. I used to read this manga that made it look so cool.
I relate to that. I relate to that. I relate to that.
Terrible player. The team always tries to lift you up.
Aww.
I tried. I wanted it to work, even if all they did was tear me down. But today, I just up and quit. That's not cool at all, is it?
You did nothing wrong, Koto-san.
Aww.
Truth is, there's a lot of injustice in the world that goes unseen. And some people decide it's easier to be part of the problem than be part of the solution. The kind of people who only feel joy when they see others in pain. You can only do so much to make people see the light. At some point, you've just got to let them go. You know what I mean? Then there's no shame in quitting.
But Yagami-san, I think you can only say that because you're such a strong person.
Okay. In that case, we won't call it quitting.
Huh?
You can play. Doesn't have to be with the basketball club. If you practice, you wouldn't even need a school basketball club to get to where you want to be. If this sport is what you want to do with your life, I guarantee you there's going to be a path for you to take.
Aww.
And all you have to do is find that path. I mean, it's got to be out there. And then you don't have to call it quitting.
I don't know about that. Are you sure? I mean, wouldn't that be cheating?
Come on, try to work with me here.
So, the MRC, you're the advisor? Yagami-san?
Yeah. If you need anything, you just let us know. Anything at all. For example, if you hit any more trouble with those basketball club kids, you find me.
Sure.
You've got this.
Aww.
Oh, Mr. Detective. Yagami-san, right?
Yeah. Shouldn't you be at practice with everyone else?
Yeah, well, remember Matsune and Sakaki? You know, the two other guys I'm always hanging around? They're ready to talk to you about Mikoshiba-sensei now.
Huh.
Well, Detective, I think they have a lead for you.
I'm raising suspicions. I am raising the alarms in my head. This is not gonna end well.
Hey, you're here on some kind of case, right? You know, Mikoshiba-sensei talked to us pretty often. I think maybe we can help. That is, if you wouldn't mind starting fresh with all of us.
Oh, turning over a new leaf, are we?
We kinda have to. How else are we gonna get good college recommendations? It would really bite us in the ass if you went and narked on us, so... Will you at least hear us out? Matsune and the rest are just upstairs.
No, but...
Be a nice guy, we're really sorry.
Okay, I see where this is going. How many guys are up there waiting to jump me? The next floor up is for third years, right? You rope some of your senpais into this too?
Wow, you don't even know us and you're throwing out accusations like that?
Why then?
How are we supposed to become...
Then why are Matsu and the others down here then? Like, why aren't they? Why aren't they with you? Why are you coming alone to us?
citizens?
And why are you telling us to come upstairs with you? It's fucking obvious. We're not
Teachers
dumb.
like this.
Not dumb. He's not dumb, Yakumi. He's not dumb. Okay, that's a pretty prophetic trap, but maybe they can really give us some info about Mikoshiba.
Fine. I'll hear you out. Tell your friends I'm on my way.
Really? Awesome.
She disappeared. Kona disappeared. Ah.
Over here, Yagami-san! Sorry to drag you all the way up here for this.
You wanted to talk to me? About
Mikoshiba?
Mikoshiba-sensei?
What? I can't hear a word you're saying, man. Why don't you come closer so we don't have to shout?
Yeah, let's get this over with.
Oh, what do you know? Of course you did.
So many of you. You guys all know Mikoshiba-sensei?
Nah, that's not how our senpai friends roll. They know the Yokohama Leomon.
Yokohama Leomon? You mean the local gang?
Hell yeah. I've got a friend who's in deep with those guys. I scratch their back by bringing them chicks to hang out with, and they scratch mine by tipping me for it. It's a pretty sweet deal, actually. Also, we've got a little thing going. I get to drop the Leomon name if I need him to handle some business.
So you sell them girls in exchange for honorary membership? You need to find better friends.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me like you know me. I stay on their good side and I get my personal bodyguards. I work with the tools I've got to get to the top.
So you got it all figured out, don't you, kid? But you're missing the big picture. They're gonna turn the tables so fast you won't know what hit you.
I'll keep that in mind. But I wouldn't worry about me right now. You're the one who's got the real problem on his hands.
You get it? From now on, if you even lay a finger on us, you offend the Yokohama Leomon, and they'll take that personally. You see what deep shit you're in here, Yagami-san?
So how about it? You know how to say you're sorry? Cash for our pain and suffering.
Oh yeah? How much are we talking here? Grand?
$1 million.
Huh.
If you're short, I'd be happy to hook you up with a loan.
I have 4 of that.
I know a guy
I have 4.5 mil.
Clan Yakuza.
First it's gang, now it's the Yakuza. Keep bringing adult shit into this, I'm gonna start treating you like one. You wanna see what happens to gang members? I'll show you.
You sure you want to do that? We're gonna charge you extra.
Oh, you got this shit down, Matsui. Let's take this asshole down. Fuck him up.
Oh, fuck him up. Oh. Delinquent student. Oh! Da, 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 da.
Here we go. Let's go.
Nice.
And stay down.
Exactly. Defeat these punks again. And stay down. Oh, my eyes!
Shut. Can't see?
Oh!
Got you now!
Oh!
You don't!
Oh, getting up.
What? Did he just jump off?
Nah. He's just hiding in the dark. Like a scared little cockroach.
My eyes are burning. At least my vision's finally coming back.
You guys go look for him and tell me when you find him. I'm going for a smoke.
Okay, sounds good. You got this in the bag.
Senpai, what do we do?
You guys follow me. We'll all smoke together till we get an update.
Sure, I'll come with.
Senpai's the toughest around, and the coolest.
Ah, well. All for my adorable little underlings.
What the fuck? Guess punks smoke at school these days too. But that was a thing of the past. Anyways, I need to ask Matsui and the others about Mikoshiba. I'll catch them off guard this time. Oh, we gotta go over this side. Dun 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 dun. Nice.
Tastes good, Senpai? Smoking a cigarette in the classroom?
Yuck!
So you came all this way just to get your ass kicked.
Hey, Akane! Go get the other senpais!
Okay, I'm on it.
You guys better watch out. If your teacher busts you smoking, won't you get in big trouble? On the other hand, you guys could use a lesson in manners, and I'd be happy to teach you.
Oh, hell yeah.
Huh? What the hell?
Bastard! So this is where you were hiding.
Now what? That mouth of yours won't get you out of this. I'm taking you down! Don't give me that smug look.
Delinquent student.
Let's go. Here we go.
Let me try something out. Woo! You can use the skateboard in the school. Nice. Yoink! Fuck you, brat. Stupid brat.
Jeez. This guy's a maniac.
He's too good at this, man.
Hey, you mentioned compensation for pain and suffering. That still sound like a good idea?
No, we were just being stupid. Could you maybe forget all that?
Then from here on out, we're buds, right?
Ow! Ow, my shoulder! Holy shit, that hurts, Yagami-san!
Tell me everything you know about Mikoshiba. After all, you guys were pretty close, right?
Yeah, of course you were.
Mikoshiba Sensei showed up to practice, like, basically every day. Kind of a pain in the ass, if I'm being honest.
As soon as our coach would leave, it's like a switch would flip and he'd start drilling us. He'd make us do like 10 sets of cross-court dashes. And if even one of us lagged behind, it meant 10 more for all of us. That made it obvious real quick. Koda was our weakest link.
So Mikoshiba was especially harsh on her then.
Damn.
Yeah, because she's such a freaking klutz. Even the first years got sick of her eventually.
Poor her girl.
Only thing she did right was unite the team against her.
You gang up and belittle a single defenseless girl, a beginner in your sport, and you call that unity. Real classy.
Mm-hmm.
Listen up. Mikoshiba's parents have reported him missing. Foul play could be in the works here. He's been gone for far too long.
Hey, you think maybe Koda did it? Some kind of crime of passion?
This isn't the time for bullshit. Or you want to keep going?
Nope. I'll pass.
You talked to Sawa-sensei yet? He probably knows Mikoshiba-sensei better than anyone.
All she told me was how exemplary he was, both as a student and a student teacher. And that he looked out for you guys, out of some sort of camaraderie.
Huh? She really talked him up that good?
Why, something off about that?
It's just... Sawa-sensei was really cold to him, no matter what he'd do. I actually brought that up to him one day. And it turns out the rumors were right.
Rumors?
Back when Mikoshiba-sensei was a student, one of his classmates apparently committed suicide.
Holy shit.
Sawa-sensei suspected him of bullying the kid. I don't think he ever really got past that. He'd get all depressed sometimes.
Really? Sawa-sensei thought Mikoshiba was a bully?
Oh yeah. I actually asked him about it once, but he just laughed it off.
This is enough to prove Mikoshiba was a bully, but Sawa-sensei did seem less convincing with me.
I teach English, and that's what I was focused on. So as far as I knew, Mikoshiba-kun was a good student with solid grades back then. And during his time in training, I was under the impression he got along with the students just fine.
What did she really think about Mikoshiba? I'll have to press her on it.
Oh, sorry. I was searching up voice actors while listening to cutscene. I found out one of the characters in this game is voiced by Joseph Joestar from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which is wild. Also known as Number One from Kids Next Door. Joseph Joestar. Nigel Uno from Kids Next Door. Yeah, Sawa-sensei. That was... I think it was... Wasn't that the second floor? Yeah, it's the second floor.
Hi there. Has Sawa-sensei gone home?
Actually, she's in a meeting with the chairman.
So then she's at his office?
Yes, but I think they may have some visitors.
Gotcha. Thanks.
A visitor for Sawa Sensei. Maybe she'll be busy for a good while. That's the photo I wanted to peek at earlier. This may not be the finest hour, but it could still make for a useful clue. So Sawa Sensei suspected there was a bully. Maybe she wasn't honest with me before.
What the?
Looks like a photo of Sawa Sensei's high school days, where her uniform is different from when they were their way here. I guess you put up a photo of a male Syria High student. I'm sorry to do this, but never seen this kid this face before. At least it's not here in Mikoshiba. Is this Aria's son, the boy who killed himself 4 years ago? Odd for a teacher to have a picture of a single random student on her desk. Can't confirm his identity right now, though I should look for Sawa Sensei. She's back in the German's office. I should look for Sawa Sensei. Should be back. Should be in the German's office. I know that already. You told me.
Pardon. Yagami-san. Those men are with the Kanagawa police. They said they're here to make inquiries about Mikoshiba-kun's disappearance.
And they asked to see Sawa-sensei too?
Yes. But I have to ask, can you tell me what's really going on? You were asking questions about Mikoshiba-kun as well.
I should leave it to the police to fill you in on that. I mean, their sources are probably more recent than mine. They should have the latest details.
Mikoshiba-kun is no longer with us, is he? And it's just as I feared.
Sucks. No, we don't need that. Two sides of the same coin. Does that mean that the police are still withholding any information? Let me see that again. This article might be about Mikoshiba, but it's not reported. The interview with Sawa Sensei seems to be taking an awful lot of time, long time.
Yagami-san, why are you still here?
Because I care. Now, if you're open to the idea, you think we could walk and talk?
Why? So you can grill me with more questions? You realize the police just finished doing that, yes?
I figured they'd come knocking sooner or later.
Then you knew Mikoshiba-kun was murdered, didn't you? And that's why you've been snooping around our school.
You're not wrong, but can we please take this elsewhere?
She's just tired of his shit, man. She's just tired of his shit. Even though it's actually important shit. It's actually gonna save our lives.
If you knew Mikoshiba was murdered, why didn't you tell me up front?
Because that information's not public. Didn't the police ask you to keep quiet about it?
Yes, but even so...
What sort of questions were they asking you anyway?
I thought I was supposed to keep quiet.
Cute.
Now I'm going to ask you one last time. Please, stay off our campus. You don't belong here. I mean, what if you end up injuring a student? It would be a nightmare for all of us.
Nobody's getting injured. All that's water under the bridge now.
Is that so?
Yeah, and I should probably mention, I'm the new advisor of the Mystery Research Club. I have the chairman's approval and everything. So it looks like I have a place here after all.
What? Since when?
I think we're getting sidetracked here. Did the police ever mention a suspect?
No. All they told me was what happened to Mikoshiba-kun. That he's no longer a missing person. That he's dead. And was dumped in a derelict building.
My condolences.
That was all we found out. The police were the ones asking the questions, not us. They hardly gave us room to breathe.
Yeah, sounds like an interrogation, all right.
Are the police keeping Hara's connections on the wraps while they investigate this murder?
Is there anything else?
Actually, there is. I'd like to know your thoughts on Mikoshiba-kun's killer.
What?
For example, take Akihiro Ihara, a man who took this school to court over his son's suicide. Mikoshiba came up even then, as a culprit bearing some responsibility for that.
Ihara-san? But he got arrested for that groping incident at the train station.
So the police really are keeping their lips sealed.
Must you always be so cryptic?
It's possible Ihara-san had a hand in Mikoshiba's murder.
What?
Despite being incarcerated for 2 months, he knew exactly where the corpse would be. He revealed it upon being sentenced. This was before the Kanagawa police had even ID'd the body.
Then, was it really Ihara-san?
A court would say being in jail is about as solid an alibi as you can get, but he could be connected somehow.
How do you know all this, Yagami-san?
I'd tell you, but I showed you one of my cards, so now it's your turn.
Huh?
I've heard you weren't as big a fan of Mikoshiba as you led me to believe. That true?
This again.
You knew he was a bully all along, but yesterday you told me he wasn't the type. I just want to get the story straight here. Did you have a sudden change of heart, or were you lying to me for some reason?
It's not that simple.
Oh, one more thing I learned today. It was Mikoshiba who turned the basketball club against Koto-san. Pretty sadistic for a would-be teacher, don't you think?
That's enough.
Then it's not a stretch to say he probably was a major factor in the death of Ihara's son 4 years ago? And I think it's also safe to assume you know more than you're letting on, right? This is murder we're talking about here. Lies aren't doing anyone any favors.
Exactly.
His name was Toshiro.
Sorry?
Everyone keeps saying Ihara's son, like he's just another statistic. He had a name, for heaven's sake. Toshiro.
Yeah.
Right. I'm sorry.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have papers to grade.
Understandable.
Sawa-sensei, please.
9 o'clock tonight. I'll be at Plage on Isazaki Road.
We'll finally have a real talk?
Something like that.
About fucking time. No! No! I gotta turn on my fucking alarm clocks. I hate alarm clocks. That's what I remember from my video. I hate alarm clocks. Still my favorite line from Garf.
Kaito-san. So I just left the school, and tonight I'm... Wait, where are you?
Third stop of our bar crawl, that's where. I thought work was done for the night.
Licking the wounds of rejection, huh? Is the 99 gang with you?
Oh, good old Kaito.
Tsukumo said he had to get back to the office to take care of some kind of system trouble.
A computer crash or something?
Don't know. Something about a Buzzy searcher going haywire. I pretty much tuned it out, man. Anyway, you gonna come take his place?
Nah, I gotta stay sober. I'm meeting Sawa-sensei in a bit.
You what? God damn it, man, you are killing me.
Would you simmer down? This is work, not whatever it is you're doing.
Oh, then I ought to come be your backup. Where we headed?
You think I need a drunk co-pilot? Knock one back.
I better not find out you two got it on. Don't do this to me, Doc.
You're killing me. I still have plenty of time before I meet up. Maybe I should drop by Tsukumo's place. You know what I should do first? I'm gonna be right back and we're gonna play some arcade games, but I'll be right back. Okay. Go. Churro. Anyways, I am back. Just needed to take a shit. I actually needed to take a shit. Let's see. Let's go to the arcade for a bit. Sasaki Arcade. And there's a very specific reason why we're doing it, because you can play Sonic. You can play Sonic the Fighters. Oh, fuck off.
What a waste.
Really, guys?
Yeah, best game in the entire series. Yeah, let's play some Sonic. Alright, work can wait. I remember playing this on the PS3. I thought it was really... Oh my god, it's literally the PS3 version! Dun, 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 dun. This is like the best Sonic... This is like the best Sonic game ever made. Fuck Sonic X Shadow Generation. This is like the best... You just spam. Ooh! You see that? You see that? I mean, I can see why people don't really like this game because there's no skill involved. Come on, Mr. Bean! Bitch! What? Oh, damn it! Ah! God fucking damn it. You goddamn best. No! No, don't hit me! What the fuck happened to the camera? Fuck you! Eh? Oh! Get the fuck! Bullet bomb! Good luck, Skips! Pick up the phone, Skips! You know your home, Skips! Ow! Fuck! No! You hit so heavily! I don't think that's a word, but... Nice. Joseph. Mushroom Hill. That's like a Sonic. That's Sonic Free. Or Sonic and Knuckles. Sonic Free and Knuckles. Ah! Come on, beam. Ow! Damn it. Come on, dude. That was voiced by Meppo from One Piece, and at the same time, and later on was voiced by Jotaro from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I beat your ass. Damn it! Ow, my ass! No, 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 no! You stupid fuck! Fuck! Oh! You stupid I lost judgment. Bam, bam, bam. Good ass game though. No. This is why Lost Judgment is the best game, because that's Sonic the Fighters. Wait, that makes Like a Dragon Gaiden like the best game too. No, 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 no. But what the fuck am I talking about? Lost Judgment is the best game they've ever developed. They've ever bothered to develop. This is the best goddamn game they've ever fucking created. Okay. Okay. So far, like I think like this is the best game RG has ever created. Because after this, I remember correctly, this was the last time the creator of Yakuza ever directly worked on a game. So he kind of just finished his last game he ever worked on with a fucking banger. I think my only nitpick is that from one of the reviewers I remember watching of Pi Yakuza, is that I agree with the fact that we just need to really reuse the same, like, not reuse, but really, like, do something that Lost Judgment did and let us play around with the combat. Oh no, shit, I ran into the wrong builder, but yeah, Lost Judgment is my favorite game of all time. I spent so many hours in this game.
Yagamishi, how was school? Kaito-san wasn't happy about you going solo, you know.
He'll live. He can cry about it to Sugiura.
So he does. Anyway, I couldn't help but notice Skenda Law bending your ear earlier. Anything important?
Right. I haven't filled you in yet, have I?
So a policeman arrested for sexual battery might have actually been involved in a murder? Fascinating, if not perplexing.
Yeah. And its roots could very well be Serio High School, where a student was driven to suicide 4 years ago.
Damn.
In fact, the motive for this murder may even be revenge. Tsukumo, could you find any mention of that suicide online for me?
Already done, I'm afraid. Once the chairman asked us to take his case, I looked into everything on the school I could find. If memory serves, he was a third-year student who hung himself at home. The name of the deceased, Toshiro Ehara.
Yeah, that's him.
So, while I did find some murmurings about it online, nothing really substantial ever surfaced. He didn't leave a suicide note or a will, and investigators never found anything salient.
So I was right before.
No mistaking it, that's the same person as the photo on Sawa-sensei's desk.
His father, however, suspected there may have been a bully and promptly took Seiryo to court. But without enough evidence to back it up, the system more or less spit him out. Even so, the lawsuit dragged on until this year. But that level of news hardly makes a ripple online.
Yeah, I doubt it would.
And that's all the intel I've dug up regarding the case. Huh?
What's that sound?
I'm testing a system I've been tinkering with. Thought I'd fixed this bug already.
A system for what?
Well, it predicts the occurrence of crimes.
It predicts crime? No way.
Perhaps that was a bit of hyperbole, but it does come pretty close. Essentially, this system is designed to monitor and detect danger zones within a specific area. The city itself, to be exact.
That still sounds pretty amazing.
If you say so. I basically cobbled it together out of pre-existing tech. Yagamishi, do you remember when I used my chatter search program for you not too long ago?
Oh yeah, that was a real trip. You pretty much hacked Chatter to see an entire social network at a glance.
Yep, and this system I've developed is a souped-up version of that. Though there are substantial differences, the principle is still... how about you just try it out? We'll start with this little window. It displays all relevant chatter posts after filtering the fluff.
And these posts are all pinpointed on this map of Ijincho?
Right. It maps out where in Ijincho each specific post was made. So my AI constantly combs through Chatter's database as it updates in real time. Then it extracts only
He
the
uses AI?
display
What
on the
the
map.
fuck?
So it actively seeks out trouble? It's wild that you can program around such a vague concept.
Well, in its current iteration, the AI isn't exactly genius material yet, so it still pings some false positives.
Oh, fair.
Something else, Tsukumo. What are you going to use it for?
I'd like to use it for promotional purposes.
Like advertising?
Yeah, since we're still relatively new in town, we don't have the kind of rep that brings in regular business.
Oh, okay.
And that is where my buzz researcher comes into play.
Buzz researcher?
Consider the glut of trends and terms strewn across social media. These buzzwords are sometimes clues to trouble beneath the surface. So, when the system picks up one of these words and we rush over to save the day, the hope is our reputation will flourish as a result.
Damn, that's some pretty intense marketing you've got going.
Well, we probably won't be paid for impromptu cases, so this is sort of an upfront investment. But directly intervening before a situation gets out of hand will build us the brand we want. At least in theory. I'm not sure how it'll all pan out yet.
Well, I think you've got something there, Tsukumo. Mind if I give it a shot?
I thought you'd never ask. Though the system's got a long way to go by my standards. But with you as a tester, I know I'll get strong enough feedback to have this baby running in top form.
So you wanted me as your guinea pig all along.
You sure cracked that case quick. Anywho, let me get this app booted up on your phone. May I do the honors?
Of course.
Right ahead. And that should do it. Here you are.
Okay, let's see here. This is just a big mess. How am I supposed to know where to go?
This is indeed too much noise. In fact, this is entropy in motion. This won't do it all. To solve this, we narrow down the keywords.
In other words, simplify our search?
Yeah, by manually filtering keywords, we can decrease false positives, thereby locating the right spot more accurately.
Well, how do we do that? Does the AI do it for us?
No, not entirely. What the AI does is pick up on any keywords it deems important. Emphasis here on the word any. Meaning it'll turn out duds every now and again.
Yeah, that's still pretty busy.
And therein lies the predicament. To narrow these results down any further, we must depend on instincts, experience, and even inspiration.
So you're saying human intuition?
Precisely. Even in this day and age, human intuition will trump AI every time. That is, until we all become cyborgs. But that's getting ahead of myself. As it stands, Yagamishi, you've got the best intuition out of all of us.
Well, Let's just start with a post that smells like trouble. How about this one? I can smell the trouble brewing already.
Oh, interesting. And let's filter our results around that specific term. And there you have it. See, there's a concentration of suspicious keyword usage on this street here. As to what sort of trouble is brewing, you'll have to rely on your good old-fashioned eyeballs. Shady activity isn't always the easiest to spot, so maybe think of it as a sort of treasure hunt.
A treasure hunt for trouble, huh? Does sound right up my alley.
One Piece.
Doesn't it? I can already picture you out there, helping people in need until it all pays off. What could await you at the end of the trail? My heart rate is already spiking.
I'm just glad to have a helpful app for once.
You know what? That reminds me. I also have a gadget here you may find useful. Can't always be glued to your phone, right?
What is this?
It's a high-end sound collector. It boosts the volume of mid-distance sounds, making them easier to hear from farther away.
A sound collector, huh? I could use this to pick up cries for help, or even eavesdrop all over town.
That's the idea. With enhanced hearing and geolocation capabilities, you'll be a troubled terminator.
Just like I've always wanted.
Now, I do have some other gadgets in the works, but I'm still fine-tuning their UI. I'll show you soon enough.
Looking forward to that.
Wait, this is the DLC. Oh, fuck. I regret doing that, but okay. You might ask why I'm not using the hoverboard, because I actually find the skateboard better to use, this one specifically. Oh my god, why have a wall there? Chatter. Think. I just need to figure out what the groans are coming about. It's like the Sugamoke. Yeah, the Sugamoke. Yeah, of course.
There it is.
Ah, I'm gonna fall. Fall? What the? That came from somewhere above me. Huh, what's that? Is that a person? Yippee! I'm about to fall. I can't hold on. Not good. I need to help him now. The falling man. What conveniently placed pipes do we have here? Of course. Ah, I can't make it. Hey, you okay? Huh? Who are you? Why are you here? I saw you from below. I came to help you. I'm safe. How did I ever let my hand slip? Thank you. Wow, thank you so much. Come on, what's all the commotion? Eek, what's going on? Oh, are you a resident here? Listen, could you call for help? Don't tell me. You're the anchored man. Wait, but there are two of you. Oh no, I'm gonna fall. It's a bit dangerous out here. So would you mind if we can come inside? Sure. Phew, that was close. Thanks for letting us in, ma'am. What the hell? Why were you two outside? I'm Takayuki Yakumi, a detective.
Yep.
A detective? Yes, you see, I was walking along, I saw this person was about to fall and... Okay. Apologies for causing you to see him. My name is Sanatorio Kamiyami. I'm a Yuto Okijamashi... Machi.
By the way,
What in the world were you doing out there? That would be... Actually, I was bird watching on the roof and I took a wrong step. You were bird watching? Yeah, cause the thing is, I heard there was a red bird living around here. A red bird. Which one would that be? A swallow? A swallow? Ha! You think swallows are common? Well, I'll have you know, it's a white one that spawned from a spontaneous mutation. I found someone talking about it on social media, so I came here right away. The Anchorman does bird watching? Something's all about this. You didn't think to yell and get help from the residents inside? Yeah. I could have done that, but I didn't figure that, haha. Pretty suspicious. Are you residents in this apartment building? You're not, are you? Just a minute ago you said someone was talking about this bird on social media, so you ran over here. Very impressive, Mr. Detective, you're a sharp one. This apartment has an auto lock, so how did you get in? Well, the door to the roof is locked most of the time, and yet you managed to get up there. Well, that's because I did the same as you, Detective. I climbed up the wall of the apartment. Climbed up just to do some bird watching? Yeah, I love birds so much. So that anchor man everyone's talking about is you? Yes, it does seem there are a lot of rumors about me. I just want to bird watch from high places. None of the buildings in the city allow non-residents inside. That's why I've been climbing the walls recently. The so-called anchor man was just a nerdy bird lover. This just doesn't make any sense. Pretty suspicious. Well, that's weird. Swallows are migrating birds. Shouldn't they be overseas right now to pass the winter? Huh? Granted, this is from the air, but swallows who pass the winter in Japan are usually in the Western Sea regions. Seems like they'd be pretty rare in the Kanto region. Yeah, that's right, they're very hard here, which is why I exactly wanted to see one. Okay, I see. With this species, it's not like I have any evidence. If I don't have evidence, I should back down, but at times like these, it sometimes helps just to observe. Ayo! Oh, what's this? Based on the shape, that's women's underwear. That means pervert! Could I ask you something? Oh, was there something else with the jacket? What's in your back pocket there? Well, that's... Knew it!
This is...
I know what they are. Those are panties! Ew, those are... Could you... Those be yours? What you mean, son? I knew some of my best panties that got missing. So it appears you fell when you were stealing panties. Anyways, I'm calling the police. You asshole, not so fast. I'm going to be the next Professor Panty and I won't be caught here by the likes of you. Fine, no choice but to use force then. I mean, No. Done. 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 Damn it, I was going to be next, Professor Penny. Oh, know all about Professor Penny. I caught on myself. What? You took him down? Even when I had a corner, that pervert didn't even try to hide his creepiness. In fact, he was proud. He banished the damn panties at me, asking if I wanted to partake of the banquet with him. He was brave to the end. Honestly, you pale in comparison to Professor Panty. You'll never measure up to him. Come on, let's go. Excuse me, thank you for getting that panty peeve. Oh, I'm just happy to help. You said you were a detective, right? Yes. I typically work around Kamurocho, but lately I've been taking on work around Ichicho too. I'm currently working as out of a detective agency called Yokohama 99. Feel free to contact me if you're ever in trouble, okay? So you're going around helping people, also promoting your business. Smart. I get it. Next time next time there's someone I know in trouble, I'll make sure that they find their way to you. Great, thanks. Hey, nice. You. Another case closed. Another penny thief case, no less. Fucking weirdo.
Hell yeah!
Yagamishi, how was your first outing?
Not bad. I handled the problem and name-dropped you guys, so all in a day's work.
Awesome! Sounds like the system's working gangbusters. By the way, if you'd like a little pro tip, you can enter keywords on your own, independent of any post.
Why would I do that?
Say you pick up a rumor in town, or hear someone drop a dubious phrase. Putting that into our keyword database will help refine the results algorithm. And thus, the program becomes more effective. In layman's terms, the more you enter new data, the more my program can learn.
Gotcha. So this thing can hone its street smarts along with me.
Correct. Do make use of the system often, if you could. I know this is a lot, but one last thing. We've also got a bulletin board for case requests. A good number of them are somewhat beyond our current capacity. So if you ever feel like it, maybe you can pick them up.
Hey, never hurts to have more income. I'll take a look sometime.
I see. It's almost time to meet Masao Sensei. She said the place isn't. Body mom mystery. Damn. Plague, this is Plague. This is where Science Center told me to come. Oh, fuck off. Oh shit!
Get out of here! What's your problem?
Who the hell are these guys?
Sawa-sensei, isn't it? Stereo High School, Class 2-2. Yes?
Oh!
Sir?
Take a break.
You guys don't say much, do you? After this is over, you better start talking.
Oh, fuck yeah.
What you know.
Yes! You know... Boom. Masked men.
Let's go. Let's go. Here we go.
Nice. Oh!
Sir, are you okay? I hung up with the cops just now.
Really? Just now? You want to keep going?
Yo. Need a hand with these guys?
Huh?
Who are you?
Good job holding them back on your own.
Dude.
You're not that dude from the intro, are you?
Only hero here.
I mean, where did you even come from?
I was watching from inside, man.
Okay. You shouldn't get involved.
Relax, fella. Allow me to show you how it's done.
Hold on.
Listen up. I'm just gonna warn you. I'm a better fighter than this guy.
Huh? Fuck.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Right. Thanks for making them slink into the night before I could even ask who they were.
Huh?
Later.
Can I help you?
I came here to meet someone. I'll just check upstairs real quick. Sensei, are you okay? Did someone get here before me?
I'm sorry. There's nothing I can say. I can't tell you anything you don't already know.
What happened up here? Did someone come to intimidate you? Someone who might be involved?
I couldn't make out who the woman was. She had sunglasses on.
What did she say to you?
That I need to stay away from this. The whole Mikoshiba-kun case. And then she said that you need to do the same.
Me too?
Yes.
What if I were to refuse?
If you said no, then she told me I should give you this picture.
Huh? This is Mikoshiba.
I'm so sorry, but I'm leaving.
Wait! I get it. At least let me walk you home.
Just stop! I don't want anything to do with this! If you come back to the school, I'd appreciate it if you would stop talking to me. There's nothing I can do to help you anymore.
She didn't even drink her tea or coffee, whatever. So someone intimidated Sawa Sensei.
What the? Hey.
Yeah, but it's gotta be her and Mikoshiba after he got it worked over. Guess he took a beating at some point.
What the?
He's in a pretty nice suit. Was he on the way to teach when he was abducted?
Suspicious.
Are his hands tied in the back? Maybe he could escape that.
Hey. What the?
So much rumble. Where exactly is this? I don't recognize it. The corpse was found in Nijichu, if I remember right. The woman who gave this to Sao Sensei must be involved in some way with whoever killed Mikoshiba. Otherwise, she wouldn't have this photo. In that case, were those those guys just not now the ones who killed Mikoshiba? But why would they come after me? When the police have already kicked off their own investigation and everything.
Still so many unanswered questions.
What a mess. I feel bad for the people who have to clean this shit up.
That would be the white mask of the Yokohama Liumang. These guys would break your knees for the right price.
So they're just a bunch of thugs for hire?
Pretty much.
Well, anything else I can do for you?
I've earned something of a reputation here in this town. But you've got a face I haven't seen anywhere before. Why are these goons picking a fight with you? Got any ideas?
I've got a hunch. But I'm gonna keep it to myself.
A tightwad, huh? Didn't I just bail your ass out?
A handyman?
It's Kuwana. You got trouble here, I'm the one you call. I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty. I can handle shit the cops won't deal with either.
Not exactly a service I'm in need of at the moment. Crossing that line is tough, and I prefer to do it myself.
Oh, really? And what line of work would that be?
I'm a private detective in Kamurocho. What is it now?
Some competition just showed up on my turf and made a scene, man. How would you feel if the situation was reversed? You wouldn't tolerate any disrespect, would you? So state your name, and then you say, sorry, Koana, I made a bit of a ruckus here.
Exactly how high up the food chain is a handyman in this town?
Damn.
I'm just trying to teach you some manners.
Oh!
People let you teach manners around here? You can't even exchange cards right.
I see you know how to block a kick. So let's move on to the next part.
Oh! Who is this guy, Koana?
Don't let me down now.
Jin O Koana. A handyman. Oh!
Now that's fancy. How's this? Hey, what else you got? Bring it up. Let's go. Here we go.
Boom! Oh, fucking love this combat.
Better than I was expecting.
Right back at you. Give yourself a pat on the back.
Hey, you want to tone it down? Or you want another lesson?
I'm listening.
You don't know when to give up.
Time's up, both of you. The cops are almost here.
What the? Sugiura-kun?
You know each other?
After we get out of here. Come on, let's use the back way.
What the hell?
Seriously? How do a couple of grown-ass men end up bickering like that?
I was just finishing what he started.
Yeah. And you can thank Sugiura-kun here that you're still standing.
How do you even know this guy?
Koana-san's our senpai here in Ijincho. He's the local handyman. He's got tons of connections both above and below ground. So, definitely a higher tier of service than us.
Have you been working together?
No, but we did pay our respects before we opened our office. Bowed our heads, asked for his blessing, all that.
Unlike someone, Sugiura-kun knows his manners.
Settle down. So talk. Who were those idiots back there?
Koana-san says they're a gang. The Yokohama Ryuman.
Specifically, Liumang assassins called the White Masks. They were surprisingly inept back there, though.
Nah, they just didn't know who they crossed.
Hold up, assassins? Why would someone put a hit out on Yagami-san?
Maybe they were just out to scare you. I mean, I doubt even the Liumang would take someone out in public. They don't like crowds.
Whatever the case, can you find out who hired them? I prefer to know who wants me dead.
No can do. Even they don't know their clients. They get all their gigs piped in from the dark web. Good news is, you can hire them yourself, too. Want me to hit them up for you?
No thanks. I'm good on the contract killing front.
Man, oh man. What kind of shit did you step in? If you're gonna make a mess in this town, I want in. Some things are better left to the locals. Especially when it starts turning gray.
Damn.
Fine by me.
What is?
Having someone around who knows the ins and outs of Ijincho, man. Besides, don't you owe him for saving your ass from the white masks?
He didn't save my ass.
Pull the stick out, buddy. I can tell he's cool. Yo, wanna grab a drink? On me.
Now here's a kindred spirit. You're on, but I'm getting round 2.
See? I knew you weren't half bad.
Wait, you don't mean now, do you?
You coming with, Tuck?
Nah, not tonight. I'm heading back to the agency. Got a few things to sort out.
Your loss. As they say, always take what comes, never chase what leaves.
My thoughts exactly. Except maybe a little more fancy.
It's like we're already old friends.
Ah, sweet. I'm already making the trek back to 99 alone. Don't give me none of that lip. Please be reasonable. What's going on? Wait. I know that guy. That's Yama's son from the hermit from Kamurocho. Looks like he's in trouble. Better ram him up. Extracting the past.
Hey!
Hey, back off, the old man. Eh, Yakami-san? What? This your guy, your buddy or something like that?
Yeah.
He's a friend from back in Kamurocho, and if you're intent, y'all won't even read this. Business negotiation. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Hey.
Exactly.
Hmm. Gotcha.
Yes, I know what extract means. Stand back. Yama-san, I'll make sure he never bothers you again.
Let's go.
Nice. You're welcome. Journey of self-discovery.
Yep.
Yeah.
Huh? I see. Yep.
Damn, looks really well detailed.
Huh.
Yep.
So we got ash extract, which interesting.
It's hard to imagine. And you're saying Sawa-sensei was given this picture?
Right. And it must have really shaken her up. She wouldn't even stick around to have a chat. Some mysterious woman handed her the photo. She's gotta be linked to Hiro Mikoshiba's murder in one way or another. If I had to guess, she's working with or for Ehara. But I couldn't tell you how they're connected.
It might even be that she's the one who hired the Yokohama Liumang to attack you at that restaurant. If they're telling you to drop the Mikoshiba case, they're connected too.
A threat like that might have worked on a run-of-the-mill detective in over his head.
But how do you think you even got on their radar at all, Yagamishi? Mikoshiba's case is so big they needed hired muscle to stop you?
If I'm that much of a thorn in their side, the police investigation is worse.
Yeah, that's true. Even if they stop you in your tracks, Kanagawa police would just pick up the trail right where you left off.
I have to figure, I'm not the one they were really there to threaten into staying silent. It was Sawa-sensei. 4 years ago when Toshiro Ehara killed himself, apparently, she thought Mikoshiba was the one bullying him. I set up that meeting with her so she could tell me more about what really happened at the time. But as of now, someone's pretty bent on making sure she doesn't reveal that. That'd be my guess.
Well, if that's the case, I'm afraid their threats were actually pretty effective. Sawa-sensei's lips are sealed now. There's not much we can really do about it.
Don't worry. I'm not near done yet. Besides, they've already made one big mistake.
Yeah?
They hired a gang thinking they could scare a detective off the scent. No way in hell they're expecting me to double down even harder on it.
You're totally right. That was a rather massive oversight on their part.
That night, the news broke on every channel and across the internet that the corpse found in Ijincho had been identified. Every student, teacher, and faculty member at Serio High School would know how Hiro Mikashiba died. The details were heartbreaking, and a lot of lives were about to be turned upside down.
Hell yeah. Anyways, I am gonna head out now. This has been a fun time streaming Lost Judgment. Let me just quit. There we go. It's been a fun time streaming Lost Judgment again. We'll probably see each other either tomorrow or maybe not next week. But maybe next week. But we'll see each other again. Well, I'll probably do maybe tomorrow or next week. I don't know. Depends on when I feel like it and when I have time. Anyways, see y'all. Bye.